Just you create MCP servers using the low-level Python SDK that we saw earlier in Notebook 3. And then you package these MCP servers so that they're reusable by the MCP client, which you would hint use those in the LangGraph application. And then you would craft these workflows with human in the loop LangGraph. And then in this process, you would use the cloud endpoints and the LLM hosted there in your agentic workflow that you have to build as part of this challenge. So there's three main parts. There's the intent classifier, which the first task is to either go towards question answering or towards the refund work part of the workflow. And each of these will have their own MCP servers and their own sub workflows. And one of the first task is to allow human intervention if intent is unknown, and then convert both the Q&A and refund agents into their own respective MCP servers, and then merge these two MCP servers into a single agent to produce this complex workflow. So yeah, there's everything you need and all the resources are provided. So if you go back
I
in
think
your
that I don't have access to the images. And it's not like in the images folder.
let me see. Is this what you're referring to?
Yeah. Well, okay, it's in challenge image. Okay, I will try to. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So assignment one is to create the MCP servers. First one is Q&A MCP. Again, do not change or add any new dependencies or change any of the files or folder names or the class or function headers. If you open function, you'll see where your to-do is, where you need to implement the handle list tools and handle call tool. This is very similar to what we did in Notebook 3. So feel free to go back and refer to that as you complete this task. Assignment two is the invoice MCP server. Similar. Then there's the MCP server that similarly you provide the functionality for the handle list tools and handle call tool. And then finally, assignment three is to bring all of that together, to connect all of that, to connect the MCP servers to an LLM. Manjot, do you have specific instructions for submission, or is there anything else I missed that should cover?
No, I do have specific instructions, but I guess I was just waiting for the Q&A period to see if there's anyone else, and then I can cover that on my
Yeah,
side.
maybe we go over them before um, people may ask questions specifically about that. So,
That sounds great. Yeah, then let me go
yeah,
ahead and pull it up.
okay.
I'm trying to make it so everyone doesn't have to see the 30 tabs I have open. Go ahead. All right, I'll go ahead and share my screen. And for everyone, please do note, you do not have to take screenshots or anything. This will be posted on the Slack workspace. Perfect. So the way to submit your submission is very straightforward and very easy as well. The first thing you're going to do is log into your openhackathons.com account. So again, these instructions will be posted, and let me just make everyone's life easy and share them right now as well. As we're going through this, I'll go ahead and put this in the chat. Perfect. Just posted the link in the chat. So you'll go ahead, log into your Open Hackathons account. You'll go into openhackathons.com. That's going to be your email address that you signed up for an account with, .openhackathons. And if for some reason you're having password issues, you need password help, or something's not working, feel free to email us and then we can go ahead and support you right away. A faster way to reach out would just be to message me on the Slack workspace if you're not able to log in, and I'll make sure that you have access as soon as possible. After you've done that, you're going to go ahead and click view/edit your application. So you'll see the NERSC you'll see the NERSC Agentic AI Bootcamp. You'll click view/edit application. After you've done that, you'll find a way. So you'll be taken to a new screen. No, it'll just be .openhackathons. You said slide says. Oh, yes, it should be .org. That is correct. Thank you, Irakli. So you'll find a way that will take you to a new page, and that new page will be a submission upload. One thing everyone needs to note is the submission upload must be in a .zip format. So the file that you have must be a zip file, and then you'll go ahead and click upload. Once you've uploaded that, it'll show you a successful. Yes, I saw the question pop up again. Yes, it's openhackathons.org. I'll make sure that that's correct in there. So you'll find a upload, you'll upload the zip file, and then you'll get a successful, your file was uploaded. One thing for everyone to note is once you've uploaded the file, there is a leaderboard that is on the live page. So the way to access the leaderboard is to go to openhackathons.org. So not .com, .org. You'll go on the NERSC Agentic AI Bootcamp landing page. This is the same one that everyone used to apply to the event. And you'll scroll down to leaderboard. So on here, this will be updated real time. So as soon as you upload your solution, you'll be posted on the leaderboard. One thing to note is the application ID. So the only person that knows your application ID will be you. It'll be on your account. And that's what will be used to show you what your position is on the leaderboard. So do I have any brave souls that may want to log in and share your screen? Or anyone that has already logged in?
I have a question on this.
Yeah,
Sorry,
of
I did not
course.
raise my hand. So
No,
when
go for it, Varun.
I generally submit it as like like without creating the login. I mean, that's what I have done in the past. How maybe I missed the part of it. Do I have to create the
Yeah, so
login first? Yeah, go ahead.
so it's not going to be possible to submit without. So if you submitted an application to the bootcamp, you automatically got an account created. So to log into that account, you'll just like the instructions here, you'll put your email.openhackathons, and then you also set up a password when you submitted your application.
No, there was no password. Sorry, I don't.
Okay,
I
then
don't.
yeah, then please check your email address. It could have also gone to your spam. An email comes telling you to finish the account creation, and it asks you to set up a password. And if
I
you're
see.
having
Okay.
trouble, yeah, and if you're having trouble logging in, Varun, just feel free to message me, and then we can figure out the password resetting.
Okay.
Of course. Any other questions or any brave soul that wants to log in?
Maybe naive, but how is the ranking done? I mean, what's the leaderboard showing actually?
Stephanie, do you want to take that one?
Sorry, I'm in a crowded area. So for the ranking, there will be an overall ranking. Manjot, if you go on the landing page, I have a sample up so everyone can see So this is like the way that it's gonna get ranked. Each pieces of your code gets a score based on the completion of each code, and then there will be an overall ranking. The overall is the one that ranks everyone based on the different pieces of the code. So you can actually submit your responses piece by piece. You don't have to wait for example, the MCP server invoice getting done before submitting the MCP server Q&A. So you can submit in intervals of the completion, and then you will be able to see rankings for each pieces as well.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Epide. And Matthew, I see that you said you could share your screen. One thing I forgot to mention to everyone is the submission will not be open until 2 p.m. today. That's when day one was supposed to end. So I'll set this up so it can open at around 1:30 instead. But this is just to make sure that everyone doesn't get ahead and starts, messing with the leaderboard or start submitting. So submissions will start opening at 1:30 p.m. today Pacific, and from there you'll be able to submit. Matthew, do you want to share your screen?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. While Matthew's pulling that up, Gunther, do you have a question?
I tried to click on that link and it complains that can't connect to server at www.openhackathons.com. So
So that link is incorrect. It's openhackathons.org.
oh, okay.
ORG. Yep.
Sorry, I missed that.
No. That's our fault as well. So we'll make sure we have that.
And the the username is basically our email address followed by Open Hackathons. What is the default? Is there a default password, or how do we need to?
Yeah,
Sounds good. They won't be able to hear.
Yeah, so once you applied to the event, you should have gotten an email saying, please set up your password for your account. It may have gone to your spam. So yeah, please set it up there.
Thanks.
Of course. All right, Matthew, thank you for sharing your screen.
So I clicked login, go to the login
Yep.
page, and it's my email, which for me is memerson@bnl.gov.openhackathons at the end. Put your password in, go to click login, and then I found it by clicking on my account, and then it'll show view and edit application.
That's correct.
And then down here, you'll see where you can put your submission in.
Perfect.
Be down towards the bottom. So yeah.
Yeah,
And
and
then
then
it should
submissions
end up
will
here.
open at 1:30. So thank you so much, Matthew, for sharing that. So that's the exact process everyone's going to be following to access that specific screen. Perfect. Well, there's one last announcement I would like to make. Everyone, we ask that you please do fill out a survey that I just linked in the chat and the announcements channel. If you can, it only takes a couple of minutes, and we ask that you please kindly take a few minutes to fill it out. It really helps us improve for our future events, lets us know what we did right, what we did wrong, and anything else that you would like to see to make these events better. So I highly, highly ask everyone to please take a couple of minutes to fill out the survey when you get the chance. It helps us an insane amount for our future events that we host. I'm taking a quick pause for any last questions.
Yes, I concur. Please fill out the survey, and good for both of us, Open Hackathon and for NERSC. So thank you.
Exactly. Well, then to successfully
A quick question.
yes,
Helen
please.
posted a link for the original bootcamp materials. Are we going to use that at all?
Just
that's-
for your reference, in case you find something off, like you say someone says, oh, the file is not there, you can have a reference for the original materials, just in case.
So you could always cross-check
Thank
it
you.
as the source of truth. Perfect. Then to wrap us up, I would like to say thank you to everyone involved in making this bootcamp a success. Thank you, Helen and Kevin, for your support in setting everything up and getting this bootcamp going, setting up the cluster and cluster support. Thank you, Vineet, for being the instructor for this event and for your amazing guidance and answer to all your questions, to all the questions. And thank you so much to all the TAs. This bootcamp really isn't possible without all of the support that has gone in. And a big thank you to all the attendees for attending and giving your time to support and ask questions here. Remember, I would like to point that we do have day 2 tomorrow still. So please do not think this is the end of the bootcamp. the TAs, the instructor is on standby to help support as questions come in. So I've posted the instructions on how to access the challenge on that general channel, channel, and you can post questions there as well that you may have regarding it. Helen, anything you wanted to say from your side?
Yeah, definitely. I want to say thank you, Manjot, for the wonderful emceeing the event. Thank you, Venice, for the wonderful presentations and explanations. Thank you, all the TAs from NVIDIA, Scott, Sam, and Sabity, also for preparing all the materials with us. Thank you, Dell mentors, Fabrico, Damesh, and Bala. Thank you, and NERSC mentors here, Adam, Vidya, Hauran, and Pengfei. Thank you everyone for attending, and hopefully you learn a lot. And make sure you do your challenge and get onto the leaderboard. So we will be helping, not me myself. I can help with some cluster support. I'm not the agentic AI experts at all, but all the mentors will be helping you with any questions you run into during the code challenge tomorrow. So big
Perfect.
applause.
Then I think with that, we are good to wrap up. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a great rest of your day. By 2 p.m. today, you should have access to the environment. Thanks.
Right. Tomorrow, go ahead, continue to use the node reservation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you all.
Everyone.